What's happening, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Adam. This is Vancity Audi. This is my 2023 Volkswagen GTI Performance, and I'm headed back out to the drag strip this time around to compare JB4's map 3, 4, and 5, all the way from 4.5 PSI up to 6.5 additional pounds of boost by the end of the night. If you guys checked out my last video, I went to the drag strip and I compared the stock map versus map 1 and map 2, all on regular 93 octane pump gas. The results were pretty damn impressive, but today I've ramped it up even further. I'm running an E30 blend, so I'm gonna get the utmost performance out of these maps. I should inform you that the reason I know I'm running an E30 blend is not only because I used an e-calculator online, or I should say on my phone, but I also have installed a P3 gauge. That P3 gauge is connected to an ethanol sensor on my fuel line, so I know exactly how much ethanol I have in my fuel. I do not recommend that any of you run an ethanol blend in your cars without some sort of device to read the ethanol content level. I've chosen to go with P3 gauges because I've used them time and time again. So now you guys have a whole scope of the picture and what's gonna happen. Let's get to drag racing. Little wheel spin. Even though traction control is off, it still intervenes. Damn it! Happened again! Friggin' spinning, and even though the traction control is supposed to be off, it is pulling power. Yeah, finally! I got it to hook! Let's go, baby! 6.5 pounds of boost, forcing through. Oh, it died! It died! Oh, something safety must have happened. What the hell was that? I'm gonna scan the car and see what that was. It just fell on its face. So something must have happened. Maybe the fuel trims are too lean, I'm not sure, I'll check it out.
After an entire evening of wheel spin and the traction control cutting power, I scanned the car and can find absolutely nothing wrong with it. I'm assuming the car exceeded a JB4 safety feature, and that's why it cut power. I spent the next week figuring out a way to prevent the traction control system from cutting power, even when it was supposed to be completely turned off. A week later, I was at Woodburn Dragstrip, where I was participating in a bracket racing event at the Pacific Waterland car show. Time to test out my new trick.
And this is gonna be my final effort on the JB4. If you guys are familiar with the last few videos I put out, you've seen that I have not been able to get the utmost performance out of this because at the drag strip, even though my traction control is turned all the way off, it still intervenes. I have a new trick up my sleeve that I'm gonna try today and pray to the freaking racing gods it works. When we were on the dyno, we put the car into dyno mode. We went into the engine portion of it, turned on dyno mode, went into the ABS module, turned on dyno mode. In turn, that should theoretically get rid of any intervention from the traction control system. So I'm going to activate the dyno mode under the ABS module alone, and I'm gonna see if I can do any better. For those that might have not seen my previous videos, the quickest I've gone in this thing is a 13.2. That's a 13.2 on just a JB4, wheels, tires. Highest trap speed, I believe, was 105.9, so almost 106 miles per hour. I'm back out here. The conditions are gonna get worse throughout the day. The conditions are pretty damn good to start out the day, but as it gets hotter and hotter, the car probably will go slower, and I'm thinking the track prep might degrade through the days. But we will find out. I hope this works, guys. My last effort on the JB4. Here we go. First run ever using dyno mode in the ABS module to see if it does not pull back the power as I'm trying to accelerate down the quarter mile. We will see, and I hope this works. Oh, it didn't cut traction! Finally, it worked! Come on, baby, let's go quicker than a 13.2, come on! I said I might be able to run a 12 today, and holy hell was I ever close. A 13.046 at 107 miles an hour. 60 foot of a 2.1, the quickest 60 foot I've ever had, quickest and fastest run I've ever had, because finally the JB4 is able to shine. Traction control is not kicking on, it's allowing me to spin a little bit and not cutting the power. This is gonna be fun today. Although we're bracket racing, it'll still be a riot for me to see how quick I can get this car to go. 12. Give me a 12.99 for all I care. Ah, spinning. Spinning ain't winning. Getting smoked by a really fast Golf R, Mark 7. Look at him fly. 10.75 for the Mark 7 Golf. That one definitely felt slow. Ugh. It's a very fine line that I'm trying to figure out how much to apply throttle, because too much you start spinning a whole bunch. If you spin a little bit, it's not the end of the world though, as long as you are still progressing forward and still pulling the car along. It's when you spin too much that you lose a lot of that forward momentum, that your ET slows down drastically. Let's see how I did. 13.072 at 106.82 miles an hour. It's all about that launch. 60 foot of a 2.065. If I could get into the ones today, that would be freaking epic, and that would probably net me a 12-second run. I don't know how many more test hits I'm gonna get in. I hope 1 or 2 more before we start doing eliminations for the bracket racing, because I stand no hope in hell of winning that, because my reaction times are horrible. All right, guys, we are now bracket racing. I'm up against a slightly quicker S3. He's dialed in a 12.45. I'm gonna go first. He's gonna have to fly by me. Hope to goodness gracious I can consistently get this thing going around a 13.0. Come on, buddy. Let's go. Can I pull this off? I suck at bracket racing, so I'd be surprised. Oh, it died! It died! Something happened there. The very, very end of the run, I lost power. I'm not sure how well I did. This will be interesting. Whew, it is hot. According to my race box, I just ran a 13.19. That's been pretty damn accurate today. I don't know what the hell happened. I didn't log that run because I logged my previous run and everything looked mint. The car was pulling hard with 25.8 pounds of boost at peak boost levels. It was working great. This is the first hiccup it's had all day. I hope that did not cost me that run. Let's look at the slip and see if I won that or if I lost that. I can't say this has ever happened before, but I just won my first race bracket racing. I ran a 13.19 at 100 miles per hour. Damn. I lost 5 to 6 miles per hour with it cutting power up top. He ran a 13.5 at 105.85, so he was way off his dial in. Thank you very much to him for the race, and now it's time to see who I race next round. Hopefully I can do even better. My light was a 0.282 reaction, which is still terrible in the world of bracket racing, but not horrific.
How's my hair?
All right, next round, I am facing a significantly quicker opponent this time. He's set to run an 11.3, so he's gonna have to catch up and pass my slow ass. I gotta make sure I get a good reaction time, and hopefully the car does not fall out of boost and lose power up top like it did last time. I added a bit of fuel in case that was the issue. Here's to hoping I can have a good, clean run again. Come on, buddy. He's gonna be hunting me down. He's coming. He's freaking coming. Come on. He's gonna rip by me. Look at him go. Oh! Bracket racing at its finest. He definitely braked and let off at the end to not go too quick. This will be really interesting to see what the results are on that time slip. Well, folks, that's all she wrote. I ran a 13.195 at 105.37 miles per hour, but my competitor ran an 11.5.589 at 100 miles per hour. As I noticed, he was hammering on the brakes at the end, so he would not go too fast. He took me out. His time was dialed at an 11.3. So that was a reasonably close race, but he definitely took the win. I am out of bracket racing and done for the day. I'm gonna see if I can line up one more run, but if I can't, that's gonna be a wrap on drag racing here at Woodburn. Well, I did tell you guys that I was gonna ask for a little something special, and the track granted my wishes. I'm gonna be going up against Dave from Need for Built in his 10.1 second SQ5. This is the B9 platform, the exact same motor and trans that my B9 has. using different software, different parts than mine. We're gonna have some fun today and see how our cars compare. He's gonna give me the hit and try to catch me and pass me in the top end. This is gonna be freaking awesome. All right, guys, a massive, massive thank you to Woodburn Dragstrip and Pacific Waterland for putting on this amazing show and allowing me one final run against Dave from Need for Built YouTube channel. He's waving at me. I don't know if you guys can see him or not through the tint. We're going heads up against each other. He's gonna give me the hit. I'm gonna make it to the 330 line and he's gonna send it. We're gonna show you guys just how unbelievably fast his B9 SQ5 is compared to a fairly average, or a little quick we'll say, GTI. I wish Dave all the best in this run. I really hope he can go even quicker than he did earlier. Come on, little buddy. It's squirreling pretty bad, but he launched and he's coming. Is he gonna be able to catch me? He might have given me too much of a head start. He's fucking moving. Look at this thing. Wow. Just flies by me. He gave me a little too much of an advantage though. That was freaking rad. A massive, massive congratulations to Dave from Need for Built, beating his own record, taking a brand new height of speed and quickness in his B9 SQ5. He ran a 10.13 at 135.21. Just freaking moving. The best 60 foot he's ever accomplished. Now that I showed him how to do a burnout, he got some heat in the tires. He ran a 1.50 60 foot. Unfreaking believable. Me, not so much. I ran a 13.18 at 104 miles per hour. 60 foot of a 2.1. I have done better today. What an incredible way to finish off the day here at Woodburn Dragstrip. Congratulations to Dave from Need for Built, the world's fastest B9 SQ5. Now, is that the world's fastest Audi SUV in the world or just the B9 SQ5?
Overall, I own the full Audi SUV world record time.
Wow, and he did it. Racing me. Did I provide some inspiration?
Yeah,
I gotta beat that loser. That's kind of what you were thinking as you flew by me?
That's right.
Fantastic. So congratulations to him. That was an amazing run. Pretty cool that I managed to get proper performance out of this JB4 using that E30 tune. Now that I've disabled traction control with VCDS, put it into dyno mode, I managed to get a 13.0 at 107 miles per hour. So again, congratulations. Thank you for racing me in the final race, giving me a little bit of a head start. Didn't matter much in the end, but I appreciate your time. Thank you so much, man.
The competition is what drives me.
Always. All right, guys, stay tuned for more on this build. I'm going to be going through the steps, making it more and more powerful. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, take care.
Bye.